breath of fresh air. It's all coming together, and even in the 2v2, you could say the same, but Kadui now fighting with fire as Loopy gets a stun up. Good kite back, and Stend is dead. A first blood of legends. That's Loopy to set up the drill. He's just going to get in the way, though. The charm, though, used a little bit too early. A solar flare, or rather, Zenith played the follow-up as the dogs are back on in. Bukata re-engages and makes Team Heretic's life a living nightmare. 2 kills quick, and SK's early game is off to the races.
This would have gone
Big. He's going to be crashed down. Soulflare's buying him time, but the seismic shot brings him back and shows there to dunk down. The support of SK sent to the ground. 1 kill for Team Heretics to open up the ample opportunity. For the wave, it's going to be called greed, but I think it's called a great play from Team Heretics in hindsight. Into the melee arms of Camilo. It looks like a good play, and it's going to smell like one too. Kadui.
a lot of issues with Ori builds, but if you have a Dark Seal, it can be saved with a lot of different blushes.
Definitely can.
You can save Loopy.
I don't think you can, because even if the Curtain Call doesn't connect, which in the end, Flacken makes it so. Away. The Gwen W helps out a little bit as the needles will fly as well. Bukata ultied in, but he has no reset, and this time he has no invulnerability. Best served cold. He shares revenge is over the wall. Flack can stop any reinforcements. The seismic shove to keep Loopy in place, and the third time his exhaust is up, but Standy's going to come in and make this play a little bit harder to run by. Carlson as well to finish off the damage, and is shut down for the final touch. It's easily done for Team Heretic. Seismic shove in the side lane. The final trend. Sten does it and makes himself known as Sheo jumps in a little bit too deep, a little bit too early. The linchpin of Team Heretics is down, and now all hell breaks loose with SK bringing in the big guns. Slowed, another good Magnet Storm. Sten is at the front line, at the heart of it again. Kadui repositions over the turret down. There's nothing in SK's way. They'll push past it. Rika in the way again with the Spirit Rush out and available, and he walk forward. Sten's going to be the first target. Sheo gets a good ult up, and in goes Camilo. Wait, Team Heretics, it's working. Now for the turnabout play, SK have used that to their advantage. Solar Flare, Camilo now caught out. Remember, he burnt his flash in the previous play. He's stuck against the wall. The curtain call into Loopy, trying to get Kadui, who's got so many bodies ahead of him. Stand is now left alone. Carlson just watching. Out goes Sheo. The curtain call will fly. 4,500. It's going down quick. It's the Dragon. It's Health Bar. The fourth shot for the steal. Team Heretic still in the game, but Sheo no longer. The charm out of miss. He's somehow alive, but the dive in from Bukata ends in a flash. He avoids the deadly flourish. Stand rather. The flash forward. Kadui gets a rocket, but a fourth shot and a reload. Team Heretics, another kill. Bukata thinks about it as Genex now rolls in this game. He's going from better to better to best as Carlson from behind. It's a dog shot, but that dog wants to go in again. Flacken for another exhaust down. Dead meat. As you said, disengage with the Magnet Storm from Stand, layers onto everyone. Opposite the track, but for SK, how true is that as a frontline Ari is the worst one. Flacken gets the kill. Team Heretics again, moments in the sun. Solar Flare's going to come out. Can they do anything with it is the question, but SK support giving freebies, who in this game had monumental displays. Kadui no longer. It's Sheo's chase, the seismic shove, a combination that is thinking about an engage, a deadly flourish. Yet again, Loopy shoved back. He just respawned to die on his back.
Sheo, as he goes forwards again.
The charm, golden no. Sheo might have run out of time. Magnet Storm saved again. Sten's resurgence coming into the LEC, or at least his debut in this split, has looked so much better than the last. Sten gonna look for the flip, and Genax gets no chance. SK know the drill. Loopy steps up again. He has to die a 7th time as Sheo runs into the turret. One left remaining as Camilo's dived on by Bukata. The pierce through, the bleed enough. Camilo, though, gets his dying breath of a poke. A double over to Flacken, who has been seizing the day. Team Heretics, game 1. Resilience is their name.
That was an awesome Jin game coming through from Flacken as well. Yes, those Sheo ultimates kind of do what you want. Find the jungle, though.
It's all about tempo, isn't it? Sheo a little bit low, gets the smite down in the end, but Bukata's not done. The spear's out as Gravity Field is set up, and Sten flashes forward to enable the first blood kill. But now with his mana low, he won't care. Bukata flashes in, and Camilo is dead meat until he gets out, but Loopy doesn't hit the target. Followed up by Kadui is good, though. Gets an angle, the arrow, as you said, onto the engaged. Bukata flashes away, but Carlson in a sticky situation. He's popped his ulti, but he's stunned up with no chance. He walks for a few, though, gets a reset. Alive and thriving. He flashes over the wall as Kadui's bullet time is now down, but Flacken caught out somehow on the right-hand side. Flashes away from the enchant across the arrow, and Carlson is here to stay. No chains, but as Shayo gets knocked away, he pops up Rika. The blast cone for a failure.
Speaking of that, the drop, bit of a problem. There's the arrow.
And the ulti layered on top. A pick off Loopy in games 1 and game 2. Feels so impactful as Sten runs forward with the wall. Loopy tries to get in. There's a new wall. There's a new leader in town. Carlson's angle is bridging the gap. Flashes away as SK are zoned out of the pit. Camilo doing the same. The solo laners are sacrificing their life, but they've got a mountain soul. As Bukata met with a flash from Carlson, but he'll re-engage and he'll put Bukata in his place. And then the mountain soul goes down. Bullet time's there, but Shayo's buying a lot of time. Everyone in the kitchen sink sent in. Shayo takes a while to die. The Chaos Storm gets its reach, though, as Camilo now sits there. The all-in is great, though. An opportunity in the sun, but Carlson comes from left field again! The top lane Demon King! 8-0-2, and even though the early game wasn't his story, even though it was Camilo absorbing pressure of Flackett's arrows with Sten doing what he can to be the bridge, Team Heretic, all the pieces come together. It wasn't as bloodthirsty, it wasn't as explosive in this 2-0, but it was a 2-0, and Team Heretics want you to know.
And it's an important one of that too. We've already talked about the stakes of both these teams. Heretics, a team which has really jumped up in my expectations. I think they've massively